I was wrong about building houses here in the Gambia. If you guys have been watching our videos over the past 4 years in Gambia, I have made a lot of videos talking about the importance of not necessarily coming to build a house if you don't have the necessary budget to start building your house right now. For a lot of people, they want to just come and build a house, but they don't really consider the cost that goes into building that facility, and then they start and then they cannot finish it. So I used to talk about, instead of building the house, how about investing in something like vacant lands and flipping it in order to make money, or finding an affiliate work that you can do, whether it be real estate or otherwise, that can make you money so that you can then invest in building your dream home here in the Gambia. Well, today I'm going to be talking about why building a house in the Gambia is actually a good thing. So yeah, this episode is sponsored by Be Wise Construction. If you're thinking of building a home in the Gambia, you don't have a design and you don't have professional people to build for you, Be Wise Construction is the company for you. We're going to be collaborating with them on some projects, guys, so you will definitely get to learn more about them. But just in case you want to inquire about how you can go about learning more about their services, just reach out to us and we'll definitely guide you on what you can do to learn more. Yeah. Well, technically, I was not wrong when I said don't build. Instead, invest that money and then double that money up and start to build your house. Because a lot of people, as I said earlier, want to build their houses from start to finish, but they don't have the money. And maybe their 9 to 5 is not necessarily giving them the amount of money that they would want to complete a structure within 6 months to a year time, right? So instead of taking that money and then invest it into a structure that you're going to start and finish halfway, I was suggesting that people look at another option that they can invest that money and make more money on that money and then use that profit in order to build their house. It's a smart investment strategy, right? Comment below and let me know if you agree with me. So a lot of people don't come and bash me and say, yeah, you're going back on your words. No, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is that the Gambia is developing fast, guys. It's developing rapidly over the past 4 years now in the Gambia. Development has been just like a wildfire spreading across the country, from apartment buildings to bungalow styles houses, to developers coming in, big investors coming in, building apartment units around the beach area, and attracting a lot of people from Swami India to so much more, top companies that are coming into place now. So many more real estate companies. When we were here, there were just like a few real estate companies that were selling lands for people to build their houses on. Right now, you have more than 20 real estate companies that are in the Gambia doing the same thing, and people are buying these lands. And when they buy these lands, they're buying them with the intention of doing development on them. So the Gambia is developing at a fast pace over the past 4 years, even though a lot of people are not covering that. Most people are focusing on covering the negatives of the Gambia, like nowhere else is having negative, impact and stuff like that. Look at what is happening in America. Look at what is happening in other parts of the world. No one is talking about that. But I'm not saying that justify what is happening in the Gambia, but there are good things that are happening in the Gambia, especially when it comes to development. Another thing is that you have the opportunity to live out in nature, right? So a lot of people want to live out in nature where they hear the birds singing at their ears every morning. Maybe they want to see two monkeys come to their house to greet them. They give them bananas and peanuts and they are just having fun. For a lot of people move into Africa, especially the Gambia, they're looking for a place that they can retire and just live out the rest of their life. They're not necessarily looking to come to another country apart from where they were to come and do the same heavy work. They're looking to retire and just live in peace. Living in the Gambia offer you that opportunity to live out in nature, as the country is still developing and a lot of the Gambia is covered by trees and nature and stuff like that. No, do not say that I say you're going to create houses across the entire Gambia. That's not what I'm saying. There are sections of the Gambia that are allocated for residential use only. Some are industrial, some are agriculture, some are reserves. And when you check in with the physical planning department, you will actually know where is reserve and where is not reserved. So I'm talking about the space in Gambia that is actually reserved for residential use. Some of those spaces are actually in nature, and so people can get to live off the grid, have their backyard garden, have their borehole, plant their food. People like to plant. People are coming to Gambia, they have green thumb. And Gambia is supposed to be a destination for people who just want to, come off the radar. They don't really want to be on this YouTube thing on the internet talking. They just want a place where they can just come and live in peace, and maybe their kids can visit them from the States or wherever they're coming from, and just know that their family is safe and having a nice place in nature to live. So it gives you an opportunity to live out in nature. Yes, and who don't like living out in nature? Comment below, live in nature if you want to live in nature. Yeah, you can do it here in the Gambia. Another reason why building a house in Africa, Gambia, Ghana, wherever you are building a house is important is that it allows you to connect with your ancestors, especially for Africans who were not born on the motherland, right? You're coming back and you want to live here. You want to, call this place home again, like reconnecting. It gives you an opportunity to do that when you have a home. It's like you're telling your ancestors, me, I'm here to stay. You were taken away from this motherland to somewhere else, and now you're coming back. And when you have a home, it's like you are setting your foot down and you're saying, yes, I am home. And so for a lot of people, it's like that. They have always been dreaming about Africa, and now they're having the feel or the drive to come back to Africa. And when they do come back to Africa, they just want a space for themselves, whether it's going to be a luxurious space or whether it's going to be something that is very simple and easy to live in, or it's going to be something a little bit traditional. Either way, when you build a house in Africa, it's like you are connecting back to your roots. And for a lot of people, that is important to them. Yeah, so really and truly, that is what is bringing a lot of people to Africa. Everybody wants to move to Africa right now, because if you guys pay attention to what is happening worldwide, you will get to see that there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of unrest that is happening in other countries, so-called developed countries that boast about being the best in the entire world, while Africa, what they call the poorest country, where poor people live, people are here living their best life, whether they have money or not, whether they have big house or big cars or not. People are living their best lives. And when you have people that come on this online space and show people like, yo, look at how people are living in Africa, people are living even better than where you are in the States or wherever in the world that you are, a lot of people are like, whoa, wait, what am I doing here? Maybe I should pack my stuff, sell everything like we did, and relocate to Africa to live a peaceful life or to live a prosperous life, because not everybody is moving to Africa to go inside the bush and live with nature. Some people are moving to Africa so that they can have a new lease on life, to start businesses or to party. A lot of people move to Africa to party because they will watch YouTube videos and they will see girls with big bottom and pretty faces, and like, oh wow, African girls are nice. Me, I'm going to Africa just because I want to go and find another a girl or whatever it is that your agenda is. Africa is offering a lot of opportunities to a lot of people. So building a house in Africa, it gives you a chance to have roots, so that you can connect and live out your true purpose here on the motherland. You see, if you've been checking out the news, then you will be following Ghana and know that Ghana is actually giving out citizenship to people who are Africans from abroad. If you want to be a citizen of Ghana, it's now possible. I saw that on Wadamaya's page and I was like, wow, that's very, very cool, and that is going to make a lot more people want to come and live in Ghana, and other African countries hopefully will start to follow suit, and it's going to really make a lot more people consider moving to other areas in Africa to live peaceful and contribute back to the economy, which I think is much more important than anything else. And so if you have a place that you can live, you have a house, whether it be a big one or a small one. I've watched a lot of people building nice small tiny homes on the internet, and it's nice, and they're living peaceful in Africa. Nobody's disturbing them. They're integrating with the society, they're connected back to their roots. And isn't that what relocating to Africa is all about, really, right? Yeah, so another reason why you would want to build a house in Africa, if you have the money to do it, is that you have freedom and you have peace of mind. When you have your own house, right, you're not paying rent. No landlord is coming to your house to ask you for rent, and you have a little land space there. You can do backyard gardening. and cut the cost of food, maybe entirely get rid of the cost of food. Maybe what you're going to really be spending on is transportation, like fuel, maintenance of cars, and if you don't want to use a national grid, you can just use solar, and you basically cut everything that you're spending per month into half or to nothing. You understand? You have freedom, you have peace of mind when you have your own home in the Gambia or any other African country or anywhere in the world, and you have a home for yourself. You have peace of mind. But Africa, it's a little bit more free. It's a little bit more free to live in Africa. You don't have all of these bills that you are going to pay in the US. You don't have all of these, restrictions and all of these things that are going to stop you from living your best life. When you have a home in Africa, you just need a little backyard garden. You can go and plant your tomatoes and, anything that you want to plant there, and, just live peaceful. You don't have all of these tax and these bills and all these things that you have to, slave to pay every month. Africa give you freedom, especially when you have a place to call your own. So for a lot of people that are moving to Africa and wanting to build their homes, it kind of give you that accessibility to have that freedom that you yearn for, that you don't have where you currently are right now in the world. Yo, buying a house is good. Building a house is better, especially if you have a certain taste in the type of house that you're looking for. You have creative freedom. You understand? Once you can get it passed, you have creative freedom of getting the style of house that you want. You understand? Some people want maybe a house that look like a car, a house that look like a plane. I'm just kidding. What is a style of house that you want to build in Africa or anywhere you are in the world right now? What is the style of house that you want to build? Are you going for a 3-bedroom, nice, regular style house? Or you want something luxurious? You want something by the beach? You want something off the grid? What are you thinking of building right now? And if you're building in Gambia, have you started building yet? If you have started building, what is the procedure? How is things going for you thus far? Comment and let me know. I definitely look forward to reading what you guys have to say about this video, about what you're doing in terms of building here in the Gambia or Africa. How are things going? I look forward to reading and responding to you guys. I really do hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and reach out to us. We may be able to help you with your building construction in Africa. Yo, reach out.